Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm on my way home from DRG Custom RC in Dallas, Texas, where I have spent the day with Denny Gaylor and his crew, putting the final touches on my V2 chassis for my Limitless. I'll give you a full rundown in a video later on tonight. What I can tell you is it is a beautiful piece of work. I've posted a few pictures in some of the groups on Facebook for the Limitless and Infractions. So if you want a sneak peek, you can go take a look there. We'll go over it in depth because, like I said, it is a work of art. It's got all the bells and whistles. The aerodynamics of the chassis on the underside should not be an issue with this car. It's right now at about 90% done. I've still got to get body mounts on it, figure out the body mounting. I was waiting. Denny had gotten the cut instructions for the CNC machine for the wing to fit the Performance Limitless bodies, but from what he has told me, the instructions are incomplete. He cannot cut wings, and what was sent with the Performance Limitless body was not a complete wing. So I've got some parts, but not the parts I need, and trying to hand cut those with precision without some idea of what I'm cutting be really difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Perfect Pass wing that's on it, and I'm going to notch the body around that wing. It is not a perfect solution, but it is a workable solution. Performance Limitless in the future does need to send a wing with each body, because that part of it, I mean, the body's awesome, but trying to get a wing to fit a body that's supposed to go all the way back to the diffuser, common wings don't fit it. So you've got to either make them fit, notch the body, or try to custom fabricate a wing. And it's not something that I'm willing to tackle. And Denny, even though he's great at that, he's got so much on his plate right now. It's not something that he wants to tackle at this moment, because he's got a lot of new stuff he's bringing to market, some of which is on my chassis, and we will go over a lot of that in detail. The metal work that you'll see is done for Denny by Ryan at Ram Jam, so they are quality parts. There's one piece that is a 3D printed prototype on the chassis that Ryan is producing that has not come in yet. That'll be switched out later on once those come in, but everything else is as it would be if you were to order one within the next few weeks from Denny. And like I said, we'll go over every inch. Also show you what else is planned for it, because unfortunately I got to blow it all back apart for the final round of upgrades that have come in. So I wish I had taken those with me today, because otherwise they'd be on there, but I didn't. I already had, between the dog, me, and the chassis and the body, and tools, already had enough I was carrying out to the car this morning. I didn't think to grab the rest of the stuff. So I'll do that. The hard part, the heavy lifting, is over with. Now it's just finish swapping out parts. Electronically, we're almost ready. I've got to put the throttle control in. That's not something I took up there with me today. We've got everything else laid out, figured out, and I'll show you how we've laid it out. It is a little bit different than a stock Limitless in its layout, and that is mainly to try to distribute the weight a little bit, and also for room, to keep things from interfering with other things. Overall, though, it's a very good layout. The car should be very well balanced. I think that she's going to be fast. That's for sure. I'm not sure how fast, but she's going to be fast. But I'll show you all that when I go into full detail later on. I just wanted to give you all the update. Guys, if you are looking for a Limitless V2 chassis, understand something. Scorched, Perfect Pass, and Luxury RC are no longer your only options. And I will explain to you why I think DRG could possibly be a better option. There's some things that the DRG has that nobody else does. And it's one thing in particular. And when you see that, I think you'll understand why it's a good idea. The one problem we have with speedrun cars is they generate so much downforce at the back that the front wants to lift up. Denny has figured out the possible solution. Now we're going to find out once we start doing passes and test runs if that's going to hold true, but I think it will. The chassis is, and I'll show you what that is. It's a trick piece, but you're going to see that this is every bit the chassis that the others are, and then some. 4mm carbon fiber. He can also do colored carbon fiber if that's what you want. These are a made-to-order chassis. They are not off the shelf. You order it, he makes it, he ships it. I think we got the layout pretty much figured out, that once you see it and I explain why, it'll make sense. And I think if you're doing speed runs or drag racing, that this is actually going to be beneficial for both. We both put a lot of thought into it. We had even got a third opinion on it before the holes were drilled. The car should literally be laterally balanced, left, right, front, and back, once you put packs in it. It should be very close to the same weight on all four tires. So that was the goal, and I think we're pretty close. Now, I don't have a set of scales to check it, but I think we're going to be pretty close. When you pick the chassis up now, it literally wants to balance in your hands. So I think we're there, or at least very close to it. I'll throw some packs in it when I get home and just double check once I get all the electronics put back on. But like I said, I think we're very close to balance all the way around, and so that should help the car stay planted and straight. Drag racing or speed run, this layout, it should do the trick. The harnesses I have should work already. I will make up a second one for the Limitless, that way I don't have to keep stealing it from the Vendetta, but they should all work. Everything should hook right up. The Onyx 4S 2-piece should slip right in, no issues. We tried to think of every angle to where literally I could bring it home, finish up what needs to be finished up, throw batteries in it, and start doing tuning passes. It's literally that close. Once I get the body mounted, of course. It's literally literally that close to being done. So we're almost there. Almost. I'd like to do the push button mod to mount the body. So that may not get the body mounted this weekend, but everything else will be done. It'll be able to roll under its own power. I just won't have the body on it for any downforce or anything, so I won't be doing hard passes with it. But I can at least test the electronics, start tuning the ESC, stuff like that, and get all that worked out. We're, like I said, 90% there. The only other thing, a couple other little small things I want to get, but down the road before it's bodied up and running. But again, those are minor things. The heavy lifting is done. The Limitless she's just about ready. So I was thinking it was going to be next year before I was doing full power passes. The schedule on that is probably moved up. I've got to get the Vendetta fixed this weekend as well. I've got a problem with the rear diff that occurred when I was going to do a pass about a week and a half ago. I haven't been able to pull it completely down yet and look, but it is inside the rear differential, so I got to disassemble the rear diff and figure out what happened. I think I may have stripped a planetary. The Fortec, that'll be up and running again this weekend. And then of course I gotta finish the maintenance on the Baja Ray, so it's ready to run again. Other than that, I still got a full weekend planned, but I'm really excited about this chassis, guys. I'm really excited for you to really get a good look at it. Pictures do not do it justice. I know Denny has posted some pictures, I've posted some pictures, but we're going to do the full video rundown here in probably about 4 hours once I get home. So start looking for that video. It's going to be a pretty decently lengthy video because there's a lot of stuff to talk about just on that chassis. So plan on that. If you're looking in the market or you're thinking about building a Limitless, you want to watch that video. It's going to be a doozy. Talk to you soon.